So, so today's topic is multiple primary ledgers. So, uh, how we can create multiple primary ledgers, multiple legal entities, and multiple business units. Okay, and after this, we will take another round of implementation. Okay, so whatever the scenarios, I mean, whatever the setups we have done so far, so will be uh, set up in one session only. Within one session, I will complete all the setups. Okay. So it will be useful for your reference, like doing setups in your own. Then you can follow this one video instead of following multiple videos. So in that videos, we'll have some explanations. But in this video, it is only pure setup. There is no explanation. Okay. So before that, so what is primary ledger and legal entity and business unit level when we need multiple cases? Okay. So here, let's say single division and multiple divisions, single primary ledger and multiple primary ledger, single ledger, single legal entity and multiple legal entity, single business unit and a multiple business unit. When we needed a single and when we needed a multiple. Division means nothing but it's a business process. Okay. So we can have multiple divisions in a one company. Let's say if you see L&T group or ITC group. Okay. So some companies will maintain like a groups. So in that one group, like will have different business processes. Let's say if you take L&T example, L&T. So in that L&T group of companies, we can say constructions is there, IT services is there, and finance services is there. So many different businesses process will be followed in one group of company. So in that case, so for each business process, okay, for each business process, we can maintain one separate division. So division, nothing but like a business process. In division, the business will be different. Each division, the business process will be different. At the end of the day, total whatever, let's say L&T, we have construction, finance, and IT services. So these all three components will have some profit and loss for the end of the year. Okay, everything will be considered under L&T only. Okay, the end of the day, so total brand name, like whatever losses or whatever profits we got, so everything will be considered under L&T groups. Okay. So like that. So if we need to maintain multiple business processes in one company, you can maintain as a multiple divisions. Okay. When we say multiple divisions or multiple business process, each business process, each individual company should have one primary ledger, one legal entity, and a business unit. Okay. So if you say, I mean, if you are maintaining multiple group of companies, multiple process of in one company, then we can maintain multiple divisions or nothing but multiple business processes. So each business process can have one primary ledger, okay, and legal entity and a business unit. Because this business process is different, this business process is different, this business process is different. And that is one scenario. And another scenario, and business is same. Okay, let's say organization is maintaining IT services. So business is same, but it is established in multiple nations, MNC company. Okay, let's say ABC Limited company is there. So it was it was established in India, but now the company branches are you know uh, it is maintaining in another countries like US, Australia, and UK, and other some Asian countries, Europe countries, like that. So if you have maintaining same company in multiple nations, Okay, then you can maintain multiple divisions. Each country you can consider as a division. Okay, if you say UK, US, and Australia, so each country should have a separate primary ledger, separate legal entity, and separate business units. Okay, so country level also you can maintain a division. Okay, so previous I said business process. So same company, but we have different businesses. But here, same company, same business process, but it is established in a multi-nations. So then we can consider each nation as a division. Okay, so in that case also we have to maintain multiple primary ledgers. Okay, that is one scenario, multiple divisions, single division and a multiple division. And next one, single primary ledger and multiple primary ledger. When we needed single primary ledger and multiple primary ledger, let's say, so generally we created primary ledger using 4 C's. Okay, calendar, chart of account, currency, and accounting method. These 4 C's we consider for creating a primary ledger. When you say primary ledger, like a same company, like if you want to create a multiple primary ledger, if you want to create a multiple primary ledger, what is the occurrences, like what is the needed, what is the scenarios, what are the reasons would be, like occurred for the multiple primary ledgers. So let's say these force is whatever calendar, currency, chart of account, accounting method. If anything is deferred, let's say if you are maintaining multiple chart of accounts, okay, let's say if you say let ABC Limited company, we are maintaining in multiple nations, Telangana, okay, AP, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra. So this ABC Limited company was established in multiple states. Okay, so here calendar is same. Okay, we have a calendar, same calendar. Okay, sorry, April to March. April to March we have. So every every state will follow the same calendar, and currency also same, INR currency. Every state can follow only INR currency one. So and chart of account. So in this case, if you are maintaining a company in one country and multiple locations, so here if you are maintaining multiple chart of accounts, okay, if let's say Telangana needed 6 segments, AP needed 5 segments, TN needed 4 segments, K needed another set of segments. So in that case, you can create multiple primary ledger. Okay, so that is for chart of account. So here calendar is same, INR currency is same, accounting method also same. But what is changing here? Chart of account is changing for all these states. So if chart of account is differed, then we have to create a multiple primary ledgers. And coming to another company, so we have XYZ company, and we are maintaining in Australia, US, and India. Let's say here calendar will be changed. For US country, it is January to December, and Australia it is July to June, and India it is April to March. So in this case, we have to maintain multiple primary ledger because the calendar is differed. The calendar is differed. So for the single primary ledger, let's say ABC Limited will, if the ABC Limited company follow same segments, 5 segments, if follow, then there is no need to create a multiple primary ledgers. We can create one single ledger for all these states. Okay, one primary ledger will follow all the states because the calendar is same, chart of account is same, currency is same, and accounting method also same. So for ABC Limited company within India, okay, you can maintain money many states, but the chart of account, since the chart of account or calendar, currency, everything is same, then there is no need to create a multiple primary ledger. We can follow the single primary ledger. But when we maintain multiple primary ledger, these are the reasons. So US country and Australia country and India country. So these three are different countries. Like each country will follow different calendar. In US, we are following January to December, Australia, July to June, and India, April to March. Since the calendar is differed, we have to maintain multiple primary ledger. US separate primary ledger, Australia separate primary ledger, India is separate primary ledger. So this is one scenario. Another scenario is currency. Okay, currency. Since country is changed, then currency also will be changed. When the currency is changed, then there is a need to maintain multiple primary ledger. In few cases, like in Australia, I mean US related countries we have in like North America, South America is there, right? So in that in few countries, if you are maintaining same US dollars, okay, I mean you may maintain the same current calendar, January to December, but since the current country is changed, then maybe currency will also change. So if the currency is changed, then multiple primary ledgers will be required. Okay, so even though countries changed, but calendar may be followed the same calendar. Okay, in few countries they are following a similar US related countries are there. So all the countries are will follow January to December. So in that case, calendar will be same, but currency will be different. So in that case, we can consider if the currency is changed, then we can consider a new primary ledger. Okay. So next case, chart of account. So in few cases, like calendar is same. Okay, same calendar we are following, same currency you are following, but within in a same country or multiple countries, but chart of account is different. In one company we are following 5 segments, one company we are following 4 segments, one legal entity, like one company we are following 6 segments. When size of segments is differed, then we have to maintain multiple chart of accounts, then we have to maintain multiple primary ledgers, even though currency is same and calendar is same, but chart of account is different. If different segments needed, then we have to create a multiple primary ledgers. Even though accounting method, if the accounting method is changed, then we can also create a multiple primary ledgers. So like that, based on these reasons, okay, any of the forces differed. Okay, if all forces are same, then we can create one primary ledger. If any reason, like if based on the country, calendar can be differed, based on country, currency can be differed. Okay, based on type of business process, like chart of account will be differed. So in all these cases, if anything like in forces is differed, then we can create a multiple primary ledger. So how the multiple primary ledger works? So if you take a single primary ledger, this is the case. So here you can able to see division, primary ledger, and a legal entity, business unit. Business unit is assigned to legal entity. Legal entity assigned to primary ledger. Primary ledger will work under division. So if you take a reporting something from division, okay, so data which is created in business unit, it will posted through legal entity and primary ledger. In primary ledger, we can extract the data for the reporting purpose. So this is the single business unit and single all single entities. If you take multiple scenario, there you can see it's only single division we have, but we are maintaining multiple primary ledgers. Okay, if the primary ledgers are differed, like if you have multiple primary ledgers, make sure each primary ledger should have each. Each primary ledger should have one legal entity, at least one legal entity. Okay, without legal entity, you cannot maintain multiple primary ledgers. Okay, make sure each primary ledger will have at least one legal entity, each primary ledger. That means, so let's say another example. I think I have mentioned here. No, it is not there. So here, what I can say. So one primary ledger can have multiple legal entities. Let's say we have this is India, and this is US, this is UK. Okay, there are three countries. We have one business process, but it is established in a multi-nations like a US and India and the UK. So three countries. So each country will have separate legal entities. So US related company, like in US, we have a different legal entity. So there is a location, we have, registered company. And with the same legal entity, we have different business units. Okay. So like that, we can maintain separate legal entities, separate business unit for each primary ledger level. So you cannot assign this legal entity to India primary ledger. We cannot assign this legal entity to your UK primary ledger. Okay, make sure the legal entity where it is created in a national level, that legal entity should be assigned to that particular primary ledger. Okay, if you have multiple primary ledgers, then you can create, okay, each primary ledger should have one separate legal entity. Okay, this is the hierarchy, organization hierarchy. And then let's say next legal entity. So what is legal entity? When we needed multiple legal entities. Simple. And so in the previous session, previous scenario, we see that here ABC Limited company having multiple, established in multi states. Okay, so if you establish in multi nations, okay, definitely you need to create a one legal entity. Okay, so in this case, by default, when primary ledger is deferred, when primary ledger is multiple, then legal entity also multiple. But here primary ledger is one, only one primary ledger we have, but multiple legal entities we are having. The reason is, within India, we have one ABC Limited company. Within India, we have ABC Limited company. It is not established in any foreign country. But this same company established in multi-nations. Okay, here we have same currency, same calendar, okay, same accounting method, same chart of account. Forces are same. So that's why we don't need to create a multiple primary ledgers. We can maintain single primary ledger. India primary ledger. ABC India primary ledger. So within India primary ledger, since we have established in multi states like Telangana, AP, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka, Maharashtra, we have like 5 states we have established our businesses. So each state will contain one legal entity. So company, nothing but legal entity. Okay. So we have established in the 3 states. So we can say 3 legal entities. So these 3 legal entities can be assigned to one primary ledger. These 3 legal entities can be assigned to one primary ledger. Okay. But in this above case, like what I said, these legal entities we have, right? So, but we cannot assign the same legal entity to multiple primary ledgers. Here I have assigned multiple legal entities to one primary ledger. Okay, here you can see all these legal entities, 3 legal entities assigned to one primary ledger. But here you cannot assign this all multiple legal entities to one primary ledger because there are different multiple primary ledgers. So each primary ledger should have their localized geographical legal entity, primary ledger. Okay, so you cannot assign this legal entity to another country level, but you can assign. But thing is, you cannot assign to multiple. So this legal entity can be assigned to US, but not India. If you assign this already India, you cannot assign to US. So any one primary ledger can be assigned from legal entity. Okay, and also each legal entity can have one business unit or multiple business units. Okay, each legal entity can have one business unit or multiple business units. Okay, let's say this legal entity can have multiple business units. So all the business units, multiple business units can be assigned to one legal entity. I hope you are noting down. Okay. So all these multiple business units can be assigned to one legal entity. Okay, one business cannot be assigned to multiple legal entities. So this business unit can be assigned to legal entity one, but again this cannot be assigned to this one, because if you assign multiple times, like the transaction can be duplicated. The transaction can be duplicated. Let's say if you assign this legal entity to here and here, again same transaction will be flow to multiple primary ledger. What will happen? Like the same data will be extracted to report. Then data will be duplicated. That's why it is restricted. The same process here. If you assign this same business unit to multiple legal entities, what happens? Let's say we have one purchase transaction in business unit 1. So we entered a business unit level purchase transaction. This transaction is interlinked with the one legal entity. If you assign this business unit level legal entity to another legal entity, the same transaction will be flow to this legal entity as well. That means one purchase transaction is interfaced to multiple legal entities. Then what will happen? The same transaction will comes to business primary ledger and it is duplicated. Means there is no accuracy. That's why it is restricted. At a time, you can assign this business unit to one legal entity only. You cannot assign to multiple legal entities at a time. So if you are entering one transaction, if you are posting one data, then it will send to any one of the legal entity, not for multiple legal entities. Okay, so that is legal entity, multiple legal entities scenario. The next one, multiple business units, we have already discussed, right? So you can maintain multiple business units under one legal entity. Let's say we have okay, XYZ company which is established in India. Okay, same way like in uh, like Maharashtra, we have established this company. Okay, the XYZ company we have, and one primary ledger. We don't have any other branches in other states. We have established our business in Mumbai. Okay, but we have different business units. Let's say best example in DMart, we have retail stores, right? So like we can take the best example from the retail stores. Let's say best example I can say from Telangana, like okay, Vijeta, we have Vijeta store. It is a retail store. Best example. So in Hyderabad level, they will configure, they will do one registration. They will do one registration, but they will establish the multiple stores for each colony, for each region. Like, there are multiple colonies, right? Areas. So they will establish multiple Vijayata stores across the Hyderabad. So, but all the stores will have only one legal entity. Okay, if you say even if you travel 5 kilometers of route in Hyderabad, you may find multiple times these Vijayata stores or Ratnadeep stores or D-Mart stores. You can find multiple. So is it possible to register for every location? No. For every location, they will not register. These are the units of one legal entity. So if you see some stores like Sony stores or some stores you can see electronic stores. If you observe the main board in the corner level, they will mention it is a unit of some company. Okay, whatever the registered company, it is a unit of some company. Like they will mention it is a unit, nothing but a business unit. Okay, so like that we can have multiple business units. So that is best example. So let's say XYZ company we established it in Mumbai. So there is no other state cities established, only primary ledger, one legal entity. Okay. In that same, let's say XYZ company is a motor company. Okay. We have a manufacturing unit, that is business unit, manufacturing. And this is sales, and this is services. We have different units. So business manufacturing related activities all activities will be done in a business unit one. This is manufacturing business unit. Nothing sales activities or service activities will not be happened here. The next one is sales and marketing. So only sales and marketing activities will be placed in business unit 2 level. There is no manufacturing activities, there is no service activities will be taken here. So this business unit level employees will be different, and manager will be different, corporate office will be different. Here the manufacturing unit will be different. Okay, staff will be different. Hierarchy will be different. In this service related, so only our manufactured vehicles will be serviced here. Okay, nothing like if you have any complaints from the customers, then will be taken here. Only service oriented, only repairs and services will be done in this business unit. We are not doing any sales, or we are not doing the manufacturing activity here. So like that we can maintain multiple business units. Okay, but these three multiple business units will work under only one company, that is XYZ company. Okay, we have only one legal entity, and because it is established in a one location, but maybe this godown is different, this office is different, and this this godown also different location. That is business location. It's in one area, it is divided into multiple buildings. Okay, like that. So we can maintain multiple business units as well. So these are the scenarios, and we can consider for multiple business units. Okay, multiple legal entities and multiple primary ledgers. So any questions, and anybody, any questions? Right. So